pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Harold, would you read the mission statement, please?
The vision and mission statement of the Austintown Schools. The Austintown Local School District is a united community with a proud legacy and a progressive approach to education. We provide an inspiring education that strengthens and prepares our students for unlimited future opportunities.
Number 5, agenda approval. Upon the recommendation of the treasurer, approve the agenda for the November 8th, 2022 Board of Education regular session. So, second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham?
Yes.
Mr. Porter?
Yes.
Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
There are no public comments tonight, so we're going to move on to student recognition, and I would like to introduce Mr. Pepino and our orchestra students.
Thank you. We're only going to take about 5-7 minutes. Tonight, I wanted the kids to perform on Thursday and Friday this week. We have to play the 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade Veterans Day assemblies. So this is our scrimmage for tonight. So I said we're going to have a paid rehearsal, and of course they listened to every single word after I said after that. My orchestra parents were going to give them some pizza afterwards. So that's their pay. This is not everybody, it's just members of the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Other students weren't able to come. It was a volunteer thing. They sound fantastic. I want to introduce our parapro. She's just a lady that I met. I've known her for 30 years. She comes in, she actually volunteers her time. You guys aren't paying her. She is a 30-year veteran teacher. Youngstown City and Sharon. She's also the personnel director for the Youngstown Symphony, and she knows everything that I don't when it comes to this stuff. So the kids love her. She loves the kids. This is Mrs. Gloria Slocum. So. We're going to do 2 selections tonight. The first one is called Marines Hymn, and of course that's the song the Marines always play. And the second one is Airborne Heroes. That is the composer of this piece. His uncle was a Air Force. He got shot down in one of the wars, so he wrote this piece. Here is Marines Hymn, and then Airborne Heroes.
Number 8, building reports. Austintown Fitch High School, Mr. Swavel. Yeah.
All right, good evening, everybody. We have actually a lot of events coming up between now and the next board meeting. We have our annual Veterans Day Assembly this Friday morning. It's coming up at 8, starts at 8:30. We'd like to thank Mr. Drummond, who's taking this over from Mrs. O'Neill, who retired and has done that for many years. So we're looking forward to seeing how that plays out. We also have parent-teacher conferences coming up. Ours is Monday, November 21st, starting right after school. And also that night, we have our YSU CCP informational night for students and parents that are interested in learning more about and signing up for CCP. Our Key Club is holding their first blood drive next Tuesday. We're kicking off, or have kicked off, our annual Toys for Tots campaign. It's that time of the year already. We'd like to thank our Interact Club. They're hosting a canned food drive starting next week. We have our Drama Club presenting 12 Angry Jurors, the play that starts November 17th and runs through November 20th. And then it is holiday concert season. Our choir is December 4th. Orchestra is December 13th. And our jazz band and concert band will be December 7th. Last thing I wanted to just let everybody, if you're not already aware, our Falcon's Nest Spirit Store continues to grow. Mr. Steiner, a shout out to him. He has actually partnered with Youngstown Clothing Company, and we have a whole line, if you haven't seen them, of kind of retro Fitch apparel. And the kids have been buying it up, so a lot of cool stuff. So thank you. Have a good holiday.
Thank you. Austintown Middle School, Mrs. Gruneri.
Good evening. First, I'd like to start by thanking our PTA for putting together the first of our 3 dances. This past Friday, the 6th graders had a fantastic time. We're really looking forward to having a 7th and 8th grade dance. We haven't had dances for a couple of years, so we're glad to have those back, thanks to the PTA. November is a very busy month at AMS. We have Picture Retake Day tomorrow, November 9th. Our Veterans Day assemblies will take place on November 10th and 11th. These will include performances by our band, choir, and orchestra. Those students' parents have been invited, as well as the veterans that we will honor. Excuse me. We have academic awards assemblies to honor our students coming up for academic achievements for the first grading period. These will take place November 15th and 16th. Our fall sports banquet is coming up on November 17th at 6 p.m. in our cafeteria. This will honor all of our fall athletes. Finally, parent-teacher conferences take place on this Monday, November 21st from 2:45 to 8:45. Parents should reach out to individual teachers to schedule their conferences. Thank you.
Thank you. Austintown Intermediate School, Dr. Reppy.
Hi, good evening, everyone. There are 3 to 5 building. One of the things we like to do with the students is expose them to as much as possible, in addition to academics. So we've been doing that through some field trips. Our 3rd graders got to see the Youngstown Symphony. Our 3rd and 4th graders are going to the YSU basketball game. And our 5th graders are actually going to a STEM camp at the end of the month. And speaking of STEM, our 2 STEM teachers are doing something new with a makerspace. It's a mobile one. And Mrs. Kidd and Mrs. Postlewaite, what they're doing is, what a makerspace is just things for you to build stuff with. It really opens up your kids' creativity. They're bringing it into classrooms at AIS to really connect the students with the cross-curricular. So that's going on with STEM. I did want to mention that our building was awarded the PBIS Gold Award, and we were one of 41 schools in the state. So we were in the top 1% of that. So we're very proud of that. That we kind of adhere to our students' social, emotional, as well as their academics. And I did want to give a shout out to one of our staff members who's new. Her name is Katie Corbett. She is our title teacher, and 3rd grade is a critical time in a student's life. And she is just all hands on deck, team player. She's fantastic, helping the teachers, and she also really brings a great spirit with her that the kids love. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Austintown Elementary School, Mr. Burney.
I want you to try to visualize what it's like to see a 5-year-old take a cup of ketchup and use his or her tongue to get all of it out of there. So that's to get your attention. Our first shout out is to our cafeteria team under the direction of Betty Ziegler. So we often hear in education, hey, let's do what's best for kids, right? When I tell you that the cafeteria team of women do what's best for kids, those ladies are always smiling. They're always working extremely hard. It doesn't matter if they're in the back or the back of the house or the front of the house. They take care of every kid. And that sounds easy to say, but like they love them like they're their own kids and grandkids. And we're just so thankful for Betty and her whole team. They do a phenomenal job. The next thing is we had our first outdoor Halloween parade, and from what I've been told, since the new elementary school opened, it's the first time we've had an opportunity to do an outdoor parade. Some of you have been in Austintown forever. You probably had outdoor parades when you were kids. Thankful to Detective Kathy Dina and also the campus card to ensure that what we did was done in a safe way. And what's so cool is we had at least 200 parents there. Not one issue. They were just so focused and so thankful for what we did for the kids with that outdoor parade. And then finally, our PTA book fair. The reason why I bring it up is most schools will just partner with a national company like Scholastic. Lena's, I hope I'm saying her name right, Lena's bookstore here locally. It's the first time we've ever had an opportunity to partner with a local vendor, if you will. So Jessica Lapillo and our PTA team building great relationships, and they take it so serious as if the kids are in college. So we're really thankful for them as well. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Department report, Mr. Hauser, our athletic director.
Good evening. Starting off in the summer, we made some very vital and great hires with our strength conditioning coach, John Wallace, coming from Spire Academy up in Cleveland. Myron Anderson, who's assistant strength coach, who was already on staff as an intern, and Todd Berkey is an assistant athletic trainer from Youngstown State, had about 30 years of experience. They have worked well together, their collaboration, bouncing ideas off each other, and just real honestly to have the ability to allow them to have a little bit of a work-life balance. It was very important to have those people on staff here because they were dealing with over 430 student athletes. They're just fall athletes. That's both AMS and at Fitch. So they deal with a lot of every student pretty much every day. So it was very important hires, and they're doing a great job. We just finished up all the fall seasons. The all-conference awards have just come out. We recorded 39 student athletes overall from fall sports teams onto the all-AAC teams. Volleyball player Jocelyn Jordan was named the Conference Player of the Year. Boys golf, Adrian Puz was also named the Conference Player of the Year in golf. And Brian Robinson and Cam Smith were named Co-Defensive Players of the Year for the AAC, which just came out last night. Team-wise, the volleyball team won the AAC championship, recorded a perfect 8-0 record in the conference. They finished 20-5 overall, and unfortunately were included a sectional championship, but fell in the district semifinals. Our boys cross-country team won not only the Mahoney County championships, they also won the AAC championships and finished 8th at the district meet and qualified for the regional meet as a team for the first time since 2015. Our AMS 8th grade red volleyball team won the AAC tournament, and our football team finished with an overall 10-2 record, which included hosting 2 home playoff games. Individually, Adrian Puz, not only was he the golfer of the year in the conference, but he also advanced to the regionals in a 3-man playoff hole. Jocelyn Jordan was the Division I District Player of the Year. She just got named 3rd team All-Ohio and just committed to play volleyball at Youngstown State University. We had 3 student athletes from the soccer teams, both the boys and girls, named to the all-district teams. And then we're having more and more of those district and regional teams, state teams being named here in the coming weeks. Winter sports are beginning here soon, starting with actually bowling. It's Saturday the 19th, followed by girls basketball. And then we're also doing some college signing ceremonies. We have some coming up this Monday, the 14th. 2 of our student athletes from the softball team are going to Notre Dame College in Cleveland. So we'll be honoring them and more to come after that. So thank you.
Thank you. Treasurer's consent items. Upon the recommendation of the treasurer, approve the following items A through C by consent action. Second.
Mr. Markham? Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Porter? Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
I'd like to acknowledge and thank the Fitch, or Florence Comer, for a $200 donation to the Fitch Rock Band and a $750 donation from Girls Soccer Boosters to athletics to help cover the cost of scarves. Memorandums of Understanding. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following memorandum of understanding by and between the Austintown Local School District and the Austintown Education Association, OEA, NEA, whereas the athletic supplemental for the boys freshman baseball coach position at Fitch High School, contractually compensated at 11%, will be split into the following two positions. Fitch assistant boys baseball coach, each at 5.5%. This MOU will remain in effect for the 2022-2023 school year. The necessity for the split shall be revisited for the need prior to the start of the 23-24 school year. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following memorandum of understanding by and between the Austintown Local School District and the Austintown Education Association, OEA, NEA, whereas the academic supplemental for the DECA, DECA advisor at Fitch High School, contractually compensated at 4%, shall be changed to the name Falcon Nest Spirit Store Advisor. This MOU will remain in effect for the 22-23 and the 23-24 school years.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter? Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
Motion carried. Superintendent's consent items. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following items A through I by consent action.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter? Mrs. Smrek?
Yes. Motion carried. District professional committees. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following personnel to serve on the following committees for the 22-23 school year at the rate of $20 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter? Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
Motion carried. Approve the retirement of Dave Capizzello, superintendent, effective July 1st, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter?
Upon wellness policy, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following updates for the district wellness policy as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Markham? Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mr. Porter? Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
Motion carried. Board policy readoption revision. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve readoption revision of the following board policies. Graduation requirements, PO 5460, and the diploma seals, AG 5460D.
Moved.
Second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter? Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
Motion carried. The next meeting for December 2022 work session will be December 14th at the Board of Education office, beginning at 4 p.m. The regular session will be following at the AMS cafeteria, beginning at 5 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Mrs. Mock?
Yes.
Mrs. Smrek?
Yes.
Mr. Markham? Mr. Porter? Mr. Sherwood?
Yes.
None.
Do you have any more? Dave?
We'll be done with Thanksgiving by the time we have the next meeting, so just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, enjoy the family, and make it count, and enjoy your time off.
I want to start off with, we have a holiday coming up Friday, Veterans Day. I want to thank not only the employees in this school district that are veterans, but all the veterans in our community that are both local and abroad. I personally appreciate everything you do, and I think I could speak on behalf of the board that we really appreciate every sacrifice you've made to protect us. So I want that noted. I'd like to tag along with Mr. Capizzello about Thanksgiving, so I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. And a person that doesn't get much credit or recognition sitting at this table, and I think we owe him a debt of gratitude, would be Mr. Karlovic. Since you've been here, you've really turned the district's finances around. Your reports are concise and clear, they're easy to read, and I don't know if many people appreciate or understand how important your job is and what you've done for us. And I'd like to thank you for all of your hard work.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank this board. You have 5 type A personalities that don't always agree, but I think we conduct business very good sitting at this table. We're leading this school district well, along with Blaze and Mr. Capizzello. So I want to thank everybody sitting here, as well as the entire staff of the Austintown school system. I truly feel in my heart that you're all masters of your craft. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. We are in such a good place in the Austintown local school district, and I'm just thrilled every month to sit here. Thank you.
Say thanks to Dave for coming in here when we had a lot of turmoil. He made the comment that it was worse than what he thought. And I was like, no, it wasn't worse than what I thought. And he turned it around for us. And the morale is the highest that I can remember. My wife's been teaching here for 30 years, so I can speak for 30 years that people look forward to coming to work. And I'm not saying he's perfect. Don't get your head too big there, Dave. But you've done a great job for us, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just want to take the opportunity to thank all of our booster groups and coaches for their efforts to celebrate the accomplishments of our student athletes at their respective banquets this month, and even those that are going to be held in December. Please attend and support our students' holiday performances over the next several weeks, as well as the beginning of our winter sports program. You had a little taste here tonight of what the entertainment's going to be like, which was awesome. So proud of our students. Please remember our veterans on Friday, November 11th. And as always, there will be a Veterans Day ceremony at Fitch at 8:30 a.m. that will be open to the public. And as Dave referenced, we will not see you all again until the holidays in December. So I want to wish you all happy Thanksgiving with your families.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Marshall?
Yes.
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 Motion carried.
In association with Austintown Local Schools and Austintown Township.